since actually seeing you in person.
Marcus, in this new defense, you really came on standing up at the rush in, back in a natural position for you. So now this defense comes in. You get to stand up in this defense, or how are you being used so far?
Yes, sir. I still do get to stand up, and I also do get to put my hand down, so I'm very versatile in this defense.
So tell me, what do you think about it? How's it coming along?
I love this defense. I feel like this defense creates a lot of opportunities for me and my skill sets and my attributes. I really can show off the type of player I am in this defense.
What's been the biggest adjustment to what y'all are doing now versus what you've been used to the last couple of years?
I just got to say culture development and team atmosphere, just being around the guys, and it's like a new wave coming in right now, so it's positive.
You mentioned that culture development part of it. What's been the most stark difference or a change that you've noticed that you're like, oh, this is a significant departure?
So I just feel like we're getting back to OU, the roots of OU, and what really started OU football and how we used to play. I feel like we're bringing that attribute back this year and be way more physical and dominant on both sides of the ball.
Is that sort of what you expected when you found out that Brent was coming aboard and his defensive background and things like that?
Yeah, I kind of expected that. I've seen a lot of defensive mindsets coming in, so I know we're going to be way more aggressive and attack.
What's this spring just been like for you? I mean, obviously you popped a little bit at the end of the season, had a big bowl game. Just how much confidence did you take out of the end of last year and kind of transferring it into this year with a new blank slate with the new coaching staff?
I honestly just been taking it day by day, getting better every day. I know what I can do, so I've just been trying to improve my game and attack my weaknesses. So when the season comes, I'll be ready for anything.
What has Coach Chavis added?
Coach Hayes added a lot to my game. He brought a lot of my running attribute. Made me a better run player. He made me a better pass rusher too. So he's very versatile. He's not just a type of coach like a pass coach or a run coach. He's everything.
What about just his personality? What stands out to you about that?
So when you see him every day, he's always going to be in a mood, a good mood. He's always going to be jumping. He's always going to be excited. And he says, I should be more excited than y'all to go practice. So that kind of turns all of us up when we see him like, hey, we got to get ready to go. So he's a great guy, tremendous guy. I just can't believe I'm happy to be.
Any of his sayings stand out to you as your favorites or ones that you always laugh at?
He said, I'm going to drop you in the fish grease. That's his favorite one. So it's just basically teasing, if you don't do what I'm saying, I'm going to drop you in the fish grease. It's just a funny saying.
You gotten dropped in yet?
A couple times, but it's love, so it's all with love. It's amazing.
Coach Chavis talked about, Jonah, for the size he brings, how well he moves. What's it been like having him kind of join the group?
He's been amazing. Jonah's a big guy coming from Hawaii. So, just seeing his skill level and coming to OU, it's just been amazing. He's really been physical, and his pass rush has been amazing. He's surprising me every day.
And I think we've heard a bit in the secondary what some of the transfers have brought in terms of experience. What has he delivered up front?
The secondary?
Well, I didn't phrase it well, but with you guys, a transfer coming in who has experience, what does he bring almost immediately just showing up?
Immediately we seen his physicality in the run game, and we seen he could play the pass, and he could play action plays too. So he's very versatile, very great player. He seemed like he's going to find a great home here.
Sort of along the same lines, what about Jeffrey Johnson? What's stood out to you about him, whether it's on the field or leadership-wise?
Big Jeff is a leader, and Big Jeff moved things. First day I seen Jeff, he's coming from Tulane. We played him last year in the stadium. So he was talking about the game, but I just thought about his physicality. That really was stood out to me, and he's a physical player, and he does it all day, every day.
It seems like all those guys, the transfer portal guys, they all have brought experience with them. They brought leadership with them. Was it day one that you guys noticed that, all of these new guys are going to bring kind of an added element to a new team?
Yes. Day one, we kind of realized, these guys are coming in and they're making us better. So, we want to play with these guys. These are the guys you want to be around, alphas.
You've seen a lot since you've been here. You've got through a lot of coaches. You played a lot of different kind of, maybe not different positions, but put in different spots. And in this kind of era where players will transfer and leave schools, maybe if they're not playing every single snap, what's made you decide to stick around here at Oklahoma as long as you have?
I just have to home in on me and my game and take my game to the next level, develop for the NFL. I didn't want to really move around and go to a different school. I just wanted to make this situation right here work because that's what I chose when I was a kid, and I have dreams, aspirations of playing in that stadium and making big things happen.
So you're sorry, as a kid, this is the place you always wanted to go to. Huh?
Yeah, ever since Adrian Peterson, I was an OU Sooner. So.
You think this defense would give you guys a better chance to have a better pass rush? I mean, you like the concept of it. You guys were pretty good, especially you at the end of the year. So how do you look at this defense and the concept of it, pass rushing?
This defense and the concept is crazy. I feel like we got an NFL type of concept. I feel like we really would get after people on third down. I feel like people are not going to have many conversions on third down. I feel like our run defense is going to be amazing. I'm excited to see it out there on the field. Like, I'm excited to see what we're going to do this year.
It seems like everybody's just re-energized almost, especially on the defensive side of the ball with the new coaching staff and what Brent has brought. Is it like almost more exciting to come to practice every day now, knowing that it's just different?
How can you not love it when your head coach just has the will to go out there and actually the love of football and you growing and developing every day? Like, it's just amazing. And he brought his whole juice and his whole staff is just like, it's a whole different vibe.
You touched on with going along with that, and also the culture thing you mentioned earlier. I want to ask you about the soul mission, guys. How big a piece has that played into what you talked about changing the culture? And is there any one of those guys that you've connected with?
So, like, his soul mission, Curtis Lofton, he's a big mentor to me, big leader to me. I connected with him instantly. As soon as he got here, he taught me a lot of things. And through the soul mission, we never had nothing like this, so it's just felt like we've been growing and developing off the field. And I might see my teammates 2 extra times today, and we don't have to do nothing about football. So it's amazing. And it's just amazing to be in that position to grow something besides football with my teammates and my brothers.
Appreciate it, Marcus.
Thanks.